r/AskReddit, nsfw, what has consistently been getting shittier? Cost of living. Streaming services. Perception of people as you grow up. When you're a little kid, you think adults can fix things. Then, as you get older, you realize that they don't fix things very well. The quality of furniture. Unless you want to spend $10,000, you can't really get something that will last 50 plus years. The quality of search results on Google. They're all ads and SEO for relevance seems to have completely broken down. Housing costs. YouTube. 2 unskippable ads with every freaking video. And more throughout. I'm honestly surprised if there's only 2. Advertisements. Not only the quality of advertisements, but frequency has skyrocketed. For example, when you watch a basketball game, these motherfuckers put an ad in between free throw attempts. Everything is presented by company XYZ, everything has some sort of advertisement connected to it, and it is infuriating. My attention span. Social media. Mainstream network television programming. My fucking attitude. Movie selection on Netflix. Edit, my first ever award, thank you. Quality of everyday items, they were more durable in the past, now they make them not to last so you'll buy it again. Life and perception. As I get older and learn more, I consistently yearn for the old days, but I'm not actually yearning for old days, I'm merely wishing I could go back to when I didn't know anything about how life and the world actually operates. Youthful perception is usually more optimistic. What hasn't been getting shittier TBH? The cost of living in the UK. I'm still working the same job I was 5 years ago, and my partner has actually had multiple promotions, so our incoming money has, if anything, gotten better. But whereas 5 years ago we were able to pay all the bills, get what the kids needed and still have a little spare for luxuries like meals out/family trips, now we are failing to make ends meet even with multiple cut-backs. We've cancelled everything non-necessary, the kids can't even go to their dance classes or after-school stuff anymore, we have got my 74-year-old grandma helping out with childcare, and we're raiding the discount section of food stores for bargain meals most weeks. It's not great being here at the moment. The quality of politicians in the United States. And most of the rest of the world. The majority are power-hungry, money-hungry people who shouldn't be representing the people of their country/state in the first place. The few good ones are powerless to do anything against the crooked majority. My health as I get older. People aren't kidding when they say I turned X age and started falling apart, it actually happens. Halloween decorations. Used to be able to buy metal gates, concrete/plaster tombstones, and many other creative decorations that would last you several years, maybe even decades. Now all you can get are flimsy styrofoam and plastic tombstones meant to last only one Halloween. Looking at you, Spirit Halloween. Google search. T-shirts. It used to be that you would get a t-shirt and it would last you literally decades. Almost more importantly, in my opinion, the shirt also had some structure and shape to it. Now t-shirts are thin, flimsy, and formless. I feel like I'm wearing an undershirt or a pajamas shirt. I should note that around the time t-shirts got shittier, all the t-shirt brands started advertising this is the softest t-shirt ever. I'm 99% sure the whole softness marketing was to distract customers from the fact that the fabric got thinner and cheaper. Because although the flimsy fabric is legitimately very soft, this shirt is not soft enough was never a complaint I had with old t-shirts. People's behavior/attitude to each other. The internet. I remember when it started. Bulletin boards were the shit. Inspired, interested people from around the world talking. And then websites. Any fool could throw up some HTML and have a little website talking about their cat and their favorite video games. Java chat rooms. Flash games. Game forums. 4chan. It was the Wild West. You could post anything, anonymously, view anything, freely. It's all gone now. And it's getting worse and worse. Gaming industry. Restaurants. The really nice ones have maintained a high standard, but the middle-of-the-road places have really tanked in terms of service and food quality while jacking up prices. It's just not worth it to eat out unless you're either just going for cheap bar food or going out somewhere really nice. Availability of quality clothing. For example, in my city of just over 30,000 in the US there are exactly 0 places to buy quality clothing that is not intended for AG purposes. Not a single shoe store with handmade shoes. Instead of looking through a store at quality items and knowing to avoid a certain brand, the entire store can be written off with a quick glance. There is a boot store with quality work boots, one brand, the rest are lower quality glue construction with fake Goodyear welts and synthetic leather uppers. Good clothes and shoes worth purchasing and owning are a specialty item in huge swathes of the country. My toilet as I sit here. Take out and dine in. The food quality has gone down the tubes and the prices are insane. AskReddit posts. My week started off with my husband being diagnosed with stage 2 renal disease with an unknown source, likely to progress. Now it is currently ending with my soul dog being diagnosed with inoperable lung cancer and likely will pass in the next 2 days. All while 7 months pregnant. Online dating. I work in healthcare and I would have to say the hospitals themselves have gotten progressively shittier. It's at the point that I would not want to get sick and have them take care of me. Hospitals are purely trying to make as much profit as possible and it is at the expense of the hospital staff and patients. It's honestly horrifying. The UK economy. Fuel costs. House prices. Employers. Well, after scrolling through all these comments I'm just gonna say everything has gone to shit. Fast food. It was always bad for you, but now it doesn't taste as good either, and is more expensive, on top of being bad for you. The internet. Me mentally. Pretty much all appliances and devices. TVs, stereos, washing machines, blenders, microwave ovens, etc., used to be really sturdy and last forever. Now they look bad, feel flimsy, and crappy, are easily broken, and most of the times aren't as good as the older stuff. My pet peeve is music devices. Used to be you could buy a portable boombox or small stereo and it would sound pretty good and last for years and years. Not anymore unless you spend money to buy a higher end model. Politicians. Fast food. Our choices for president. The MCU. Vehicles. I'm an auto body tech, and seeing the difference in build quality between newer and older vehicles is astounding. My daily drive is 35 years old. When something goes wrong with it, I know I can fix it because it's built to be repaired. When a friend calls and asks if I can take a look at their newer vehicle, every time I'm working on it I feel like it was just meant to be used until it breaks and then thrown away. It makes me very sad. Reddit. Edit. Thanks for the upvotes, thought I was gonna get hate, thanks guys. Edit 2. Thanks again for votes, I keep saying this but thanks, go sub to Kylie Plays on YouTube if you want. She's my cousin. There was something I wanted to address and it was that Reddit is a good app but it also doesn't deserve all that hate. I only said it because of the community. I probably confused, but have a good night. Google. It's so hard to search for anything. Even if you use quotes and Boolean operators you get garbage results almost entirely unrelated to your query. It used to be much better years ago. Almost all consumer items. Between shrinkflation, built-in obsolescence, at least in some parts of the world, things packaged in flimsy plastic, the insane cost of repairing, things built so that they can't be repaired, see our Apple products, for example, selling necessary items as accessories, etc. It's just all getting worse. Dating. Decency. Virtually non-existent in everyday casual interactions, it's everyone for themselves and it's really sad. The shit that gets upvoted on Reddit. Drivers. Why the fuck don't you people use your turn signals? Employers/jobs, it's like when you think bosses or management couldn't get any stupider than you read another story on Reddit. Science denial is out of control. Gaming, especially monetization. Health insurance. The Russian army. Air quality. Video games, I don't want to play online against everyone who is better than me, I want a good story, challenging but beatable bosses and quests/missions. I also don't want to have to fucking update the game and console every 6 hours. PS2 was peak platform gaming, it went downhill from there. It seems like the dating scene. The hygiene of some folks has fallen off a cliff. Disney World. They keep increasing the prices on everything, adding additional charges while cutting back on experiences. The guests are coming in with shittier, more entitled attitudes because they've paid so much. You can't just go to any park on any day during your visit, you need to make a park reservation for each park you want to visit before you go, an extra hoop to jump through on your vacation. Wasn't this supposed to be relaxing? The free complimentary Fastpass system has now become paywalled into the Genie Plus system, which is extra ghoulish because Robin Williams never wanted the Genie to be used for marketing purposes. You can now use the Lightning Lane to get on rides faster. For a price. And without that Lightning Lane access, you'll have to wait hours in line, meaning you get on less rides during your visit. The whole experience just sucks now. It used to be fun and relaxing. Now it's just anxiety-inducing. Marvel. The hopes that we will not see the dramatic effects of climate change on our current trajectory. I think this summer was everyone's well fuck moment. Literally going to get worse before it gets better. Disney. Parents. They don't put the time or effort into their kids and then get angry at any who dissent their parenting. Not all parents are bad, just a lot of newer ones who think giving their kid an iPad is parenting. I hate that. Quality of all furniture and materials used in general production, including ultra-luxury brands. It's almost impossible to buy anything that isn't a piece of shit, regardless of your budget. The use of people's common sense and respect. Cinema in general. One crappy remake of a 1980s movie after another, and live-action remakes of shit that was popular in the 80s and 90s. Cinema peaked back then, and now it's just rip-offs and shitty remakes as far as the eye can see. Pre-ordered games. It's like a competition to see who can make the most unplayable game and who can release the biggest patch. Connection. Feminism and pride. The cost of living. The climate. Gestures vaguely at everything. Saturday night TV. Jesus, I want to open a vein. Pop music. 40 years ago, there was a lot of variety. Today it all sounds the same, auto-tune, drum computer, and some bullshit pseudo-rap lyric by some wannabe gangster. Entertainment in general. Everyone creating at the same time, everything and anything gets altered just a bit, same thing, same shit, just a different person doing. Movies. Humans. Main Star Wars movies. Upper middle class people's treatment of poor people. No, Stephanie, I'm not going to buy $40 organic, non-GMO, environmentally friendly apples. I can barely afford the normal price for apples. A brand new toilet. Our septic tank. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you have enjoyed this video and subscribe to never miss an upload.